The fourth quarter coming away in 90 seconds.
Favorites in Seoul. And of course, South Korea and Malaysia are also coming off very reasonably good performances in the World Championships. And the Philippine team will be going up against teams that will be not only heavier than them on an individual basis, but also taller. So this is a relatively short Philippine team that we have.
Yes, that is a big height handicap they have going for them. But right now, the guy who happens to have the lowest stature on the floor has been fouled, and he's going to go for 2 points from the line. Now, don't have any doubts in my mind, Mr. Henson, that this Philippine squad will give a very good account of themselves in Seoul. But to hope for the gold medal would probably be a pipe dream to Filipino basketball fans.
Well, I think they're going for participation. I'm not even sure if the chances will be good for the Philippine team to nail down a bronze medal, considering that China and South Korea will probably dispute the gold medal, and Japan, Taiwan, and probably even Malaysia might outshine this Philippine team. But we're going for participation. I think that's the score as far as the Philippine Olympic Committee is concerned. Of course, Joe Lipa and Butch Reyes are hoping and are devising plans to toughen up this team, hopefully to be able to bring home a medal. And that's something that we're all going to be hoping and praying for.
In the meantime, the Great Taste Coffee Makers are going on another rampage. They're up by 7 anew, 81-74, temporarily dousing cold water on the rally aspirations of the Nationals. Here is Elmer Reyes going behind a pick set up for him by Alvin Patrimonio, scoring from the corner, and the Great Taste lead is down to 5 points anew with 10:59 remaining in the ball game.
You know, Great Taste scored 37 points alone in the third period, and that more than made up for the fact that they scored only 18 points in the second period. So Great Taste starting to get their rifles going there in the third period.
Awesome firepower displayed by Great Taste in the third period. Alan Kaidig, yes sir, he just found his long rifle. It's a 3-point shot there, and 19 markers for Alan Kaidig so far.
And that's bad news for the coffee makers. If Alan gets hot, he's a stick shooter, and he can kill you from outside.
Ricky Brown, let's see if he's got his own rifle too. Yes sir.
Well, so can this man on the other side of the court. So Ricardo Brown going basket for basket there.
That was only a 2-point shot by Ricky Brown, though, and a good block by Manny Victorino. He completes the steal himself. It's a 4-point lead for Great Taste. Time down to 10 minutes and 8 seconds. Ricky Brown goes to position. This is the real streak shooter.
And they're going to stop the ball game because they're going to award a plaque to Ricardo Brown, if I'm not mistaken. The fact that he has scored 5,000 points in his career.
That makes 5,000 points for Ricky Brown. He is not the first to be a member of that club. As a matter of fact, they have at least a dozen members of that club. But he holds some kind of a record in the sense that he probably made it in the shortest time than any other member of that club.
That's right. According to statistician Joe Concepcion, whom we were talking to before this game, this is Ricardo's 198th PBA game. And that's a record in the sense that he's reaching the 5,000 point plateau in the shortest period of time of any non-active and inactive PBA player. So Ricardo Brown, really a superstar in his own right. He's averaging 25, 26 points in his PBA career. Truly a spectacular all-star performer.
The guy who came closest to that feat was actually Atoyko, who scored a feat in his 5th season. And there is Ricky Brown receiving the plaque, signifying his membership in the 5,000-point club from Commissioner Mariano Yenko, assisted by Jumbo June Bernardino, PBA Executive Director.
I understand also from Joe that by the end of this season, Ricardo will probably also set some kind of a record in assists.
That's very likely, too.
So we should be able to see landmark performances by Ricardo Brown this season.
But you know, the big question is who's going to bag the MVP award this year. It's really going to be a tight race with Mon Fernandez really coming up with one of the best seasons of his career.
It's going to be a tight, closely fought contest. And that should be very interesting for all the fans to follow.
The Nationals at work on their offensive play. Alan Kaidig just lost his rifle again. 85-79 still a count, 6-point lead for Great Taste. Here's Fritz Gaston going to Ricky Brown. Very brisk passing by Great Taste. Missed there by Manny Victorino. Joey Carpio comes up with the offensive rebound. The clutch man does his thing again. He's already got 10 markers to his credit.